Stage 11 in this 2012 Dakar between Arica and Arequipa saw the race enter Peru for the first time in history. For this first visit, off-road sections and fesh zones were on the menu for all the contestants. But the timed sections were different, however. 534 kilometers for the motorbikes and 478 for the cars. In the motorbike category, the start of the special stage sees several riders ambushed, as Joan Barreda Bord, Cyril Desprez and Mark Comer all make the same navigational mistake. But no harm done for the three men, who quickly find their way. At the end of the first timed zone, Desprez and Comer are nowhere to be seen, as an unfamiliar face leads the pack. KTM's Gerard Fares-Guel is indeed in the lead, followed from a distance by Frenchman Johnny Aubert and Cyril Desprez, as well as Brazil's Zanol. But as the race unfolds, Desprez is eager to take control, and the KTM rider clears all the remaining checkpoints in the lead. Behind him, today's outsider Gerard Fares-Guel is still keeping up the tempo, as is Johnny Aubert, both men confirming their good showing in recent days. Meanwhile, Comer is still in contention, roughly 2 minutes adrift of Desprez. But in the end, following excellent driving throughout the stage, the Frenchman claims the win for his first visit to Peru. Mark Comer finishes in third, just over 2 minutes adrift, which gives Desprez a 2 minute and 22 seconds advantage on the Spaniard in the overall standings. In the car category, the leaders suffered different fates on Thursday, the Minis confirming and Team Hummer crashing out of contention for the win. Nonetheless, Robbie Gordon looks in great shape as he crosses checkpoint number 3 in the lead. On board his Hummer, the American is cruising through this stage, while Stefan Peterancel is struggling 2 minutes and 52 seconds adrift, with Nani Roma over 4 minutes behind. But the turning point in this stage, if not the Dakar, occurs a few moments later, as Robbie Gordon is forced to pull over for over an hour, after almost 200 kilometers on the road. His Dakar hopes are over. On the other hand, the Minis are storming ahead, and particularly Stefan Peterancel and Nani Roma. On board their countrymen, the two drivers battle it out for the stage win, the Frenchman finally claiming the win ahead of his teammate. The overall leader arrives in Arequipa 3 minutes and 44 seconds ahead of the Spaniard and moves a little closer to a record 10th win on the Dakar.
The hardest way to compete the Dakar is on a motorbike, no doubt about that. But how do you ride a rally raid bike? Here's Cyril Desprez with your answer.
Every rider has his own particularity. I spent a lot of hours standing up on the bike. That's my style of riding. It's a little bit exhausting for the legs, but at least I can see far ahead. I can see the obstacles, the dunes, the trees, the dry rivers, and when a fellow rider is ahead, I focus on him. Here in Chile, there's a lot of sand. Most of the time, you want to stand up. And standing up, you don't want to be too much in front of the bike. The weight of the rider on the front wheel makes the bike wobbly. So I put myself slightly on the rear. The legs shouldn't be too straight or too flexed. It's a balance. The faster we arrive on an obstacle, the more we must be solid and make one with the bike, not to be shaken like a puppet on each side. The control of the bike is made by the balance of the rider. When it starts to move, the body must stay perpendicular to the ground. While the bike is leaning, we try to push on the pegs. The body will try to keep straight, whereas the bike is leaning. It's one of my tips, but you must know that on a 500-kilometer stage, I completely use up the brake pad, but I use rear brake to make the bike sit. I want to anchor it to the ground to limit the slide. Usually the rear brake slows down the speed. In my case, I try to get the maximum traction. It helps me a lot.